The number one mistake I see consumers make when they're shopping for life insurance is going into analysis paralysis and not actually moving forward with the life insurance. So in this video, we're going to give you 3 simple steps to shop for life insurance and make it easy. How's it going, everybody? My name is Chris Franchina. I'm one of the co-founders here at Policy Engineer, and I want to welcome you back to the channel. Today, we're going to be going over the 3 simple steps to shopping for life insurance. Now, if you're watching this video, I'm sure that you've maybe started the process of looking into life insurance because you had a life event. Maybe you had your first child, or you had a second child. Maybe you just bought a home and you're interested in getting life insurance, but the process seems daunting to you. So we're gonna break it down and make it really, really simple. It is better to have some life insurance than no life insurance at all. All right, just like it's better to have some air in your tire than to have a flat tire and not be able to move. You can, in most cases, increase your life insurance if you need to. You can switch from one type of policy to the other, but it's important to have some life insurance. All right, so don't get too far into the weeds trying to figure out exactly what you need. If you're working with an insurance agent or a software to get your life insurance, let them do all the complicated work. So step number 1 to shopping for life insurance is to figure out how much life insurance you need. And let's make this really simple. You want to focus on 2 things to get started. 1, replacing your debts. You don't want to pass on debt to the next generation. So replace your debt. Most common would be if you just bought a house, make sure the life insurance will pay the house off. If something happens to you, then it's a clean slate. The second part of figuring out how much life insurance you need is replacing your income. And you want to replace your income for a specific window of time. The easiest way to calculate this, take your annual income, so let's say you make $100,000 a year, and multiply that by a specific number of years that you want to replace your income if something happens to you. So a really common window would be 10 years. So if you make $100,000 a year, to replace your income for 10 years, that's $1 million in life insurance. Now you can get above or below that amount. Some people will even replace their income permanently. The way you can replace your income permanently, you get enough in life insurance where you can take the death benefit. Your beneficiary could take the death benefit and go invest the death benefit, and the interest alone off of that benefit would replace your income permanently. Now that's where it can become a little more complex. But just to be simple, pick a designated window of time, take your annual income and multiply it by that duration of time. So $100,000, 10 years, that's $1 million in life insurance. So let's say you bought $1 million house and you want to replace your income for 10 years. So it's $1 million in income replacement, and you want to replace the house, you want to pay it off if something happens to you. That would be around $1 million in life insurance on that side as well. So that calculates to $2 million in life insurance. Now let's say you get the calculation, you have $2 million in mind to go get life insurance, but you look at the price and you decide, I don't want to commit to that right now. It's better to have $800,000 in life insurance than to have none at all. So that's why I say don't get too much into the weeds, just make sure you have something rather than nothing. All right, so that is step number 1, calculate how much life insurance you need. Now step number 2. Step number 2 is finding the right type of life insurance. Now there's many types of life insurance, but they usually bundle into one of 2 types. First would be term life insurance, and the second would be permanent life insurance. Term life insurance is designed to cover you for a temporary window of time. So that's temporary needs. Most common use case for life insurance, if you just bought a home and you got a mortgage, it's gonna take you 30 years to pay the house off. Well, hey, you can look into a 30-year term life insurance policy that would pay the house off if you passed away during that window of time. But it's important to know with term life insurance, once the term is over, the window of time ends, the life insurance is done, unless you convert it to a permanent policy, which that's the other one I want to point out. The other option would be permanent life insurance. Just like the name, it's designed to cover you permanently, no matter what age you are when you pass away. Even if you're 115 years old, it'll still pay the death benefit. Now, permanent life insurance, it has many different features. They have something called living benefits attached to it, It usually has cash value, which is a savings feature that has an interest-bearing account attached to it. And just like we were talking about earlier, it pays no matter what age you are. As long as you're paying the premium and the life insurance is set up correctly, it'll last your entire life. Now, the premium or the payment for permanent life insurance can be more expensive. And that's because when you have the contract signed for that life insurance, the insurance company is agreeing that no matter what age you are, they're guaranteeing they're going to pay that death benefit out to your beneficiary as long as you're paying the premiums and the policy's intact. Those are two different use cases, permanent life insurance and term life insurance. So decide if you want one or the other, or maybe you want one of both. If you want to designate a specific window of time for the life insurance to, let's say, pay off the house, but there's still a need where you say, hey, no matter what age I am, I don't want my family or my beneficiaries to be responsible for paying for funeral expenses or something like that, then get a permanent life insurance policy and cover that need. You can get multiple life insurance policies as well. All right, now the last one, shopping and comparing your life insurance. That's step number 3, shop and compare. Once you decided the amount you need and the type you need, then you want to go and find a credible insurance company at a competitive rate. So that's really important. And another factor, once you start to apply for life insurance, you're going to go through something called health underwriting. Now, there's some insurance companies that don't require health underwriting, but most of them will. Most of them are going to look at your health and they're going to decide what rating they want to give you for your life insurance. All right. Now, rating would be on a scaled system. So they have something called a super preferred rate, which means you're really healthy. They have a preferred rate, they have a standard rate, and then so on and so forth. Or they might say, you're not eligible for this life insurance because your health isn't within our standard and you need to go find a life insurance policy that has no medical underwriting at all. But that is a factor. Once you understand what the insurance company rates you at, and they give you a rate that they're going to charge you for the life insurance, then you can even go shop after that point. And you can say, hey, here's a common example, I'm diabetic, and the insurance company said they're going to rate me at above standard, so it's a little more than I originally got quoted. Well, you can now go to different life insurance companies, and you can let them know what your rating was and see if they can beat the price you got from one insurance company. So shopping and comparing is really important to make sure you don't overpay for your life insurance based on your health qualifications as well. All right, so those are 3 simple steps. I hope you guys got a lot of value from this video. Again, don't get into the weeds and try to get too complex and end up not even applying for the life insurance. Get something in place. You can usually make corrections in the future. All right, so we have a lot of free resources on our website. If you go to policyengineer.com/life insurance, you can even apply for life insurance online there. You can go to our blogs or the policyengineer.com resources page, and we have a ton of free information to help you walk through this process. All right, now make sure, like this video if you got value from it, send it to somebody else that could watch it and benefit from it. Subscribe to our channel because we're putting out a lot of content every single day, and hopefully we see you on one of our live events in the future. Have a good day.